Yes, ma'am, we can start now.
Yes, sir. Very good afternoon, everyone. I warmly welcome all the participants, faculty members, researchers, scholars, and students to session 4 of day 2 of our 3-day international seminar on Python and R programming for data analytics and scientific computing, jointly organized by the Department of Mathematics, MOP Vaishnav College for Women, Chennai, and Math Tech Thinking Foundation. I hope the sessions on data handling, visualization, and statistical computing have been truly enriching and inspiring for all of you. We are delighted to have you all back for the second day of our seminar. In today's session, we will explore numerical and scientific computing, which plays a significant role in modern research, data analytics, and computational applications. The integration of Python and R provides powerful tool for numerical methods, simulations, mathematical modeling, and solving real-world scientific problems. To guide us through this technical session, we invite our chairperson, Dr. D. Bhuneshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, MOP Vaishnav College for Women, to introduce the resource person and commence the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to our esteemed guests, respected faculty members, and all participants. It is a pleasure to welcome back our distinguished speaker, Professor Dr. Megachan, founder and the president of a Math Tech Thinking Foundation for the day 2 of this seminar. Yesterday, sir gave us an insightful introduction to the essentials of Python, building a strong foundation and making a complex idea simple and relatable. The session was both engaging and highly informative. Today, he will guide us through numerical and scientific computing, a key area in a modern research. We are eager to benefit from his expertise. Now, I invite our esteemed speaker to deliver his talk. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for nice introduction, and welcome back to the fourth session of our ongoing seminar for 3 days, specifically on R programming and Python. In the today's session morning, Professor Harmanpreet Singh Kapoor presented a talk on R programming and specifically on hypothesis testing, really wonderful and applicable in research areas. Okay, so yesterday also there was one more talk on R programming by Dr. Prayash Sharma. Okay, so this is my second session, and each day there is one by session on Python. Yesterday I presented a introduction about Python by using how we can use Jupyter Notebook and Colab Notebook. But yesterday the entire talk was on Colab Notebook, and I hope that the content which I tried to present yesterday are simple to understand and simple to use. We can easily integrate in teaching, learning, and for various experiment. Okay, so I think there is no such issue to use collaborative. Okay, even there is AI Gemini inside Colab, and I try to demonstrate so that you can use Colab as a helping tool, as a mentor, okay, as a teacher. So everything which you want to learn, you can easily use this collaboratory, and other things which you are required specifically according to that, you can use it. Okay. Today, before that, I want to let you know some of the participants are facing some challenge or asking again and again feedback form. We are not able to join. Where are the recordings? So these are not a big issue. The thing is that you are not following the instructions which we are giving to you. We are sharing all the information and other things are on your on the very first day we share on your Gmail, we send email, and on WhatsApp also we share the same information, the complete message, and how you can access all these things. But still, uh, there is some problem. Okay, so before starting my today's lecture, I would like to demonstrate you how you can each and everything are in your hand, but you need to access everything. So my screen is visible to all of you, and as you can see, this is my desktop. And as a this event matrix, okay, as a participant, I register in this event also. So you can see this is the event matrix hub, and when you will log in your account, you can see this is my login account. Okay, I have login. So when you will export, so all the events are there. Okay, so when you will go to the dashboard, you are inside the event. Okay, and when you will click on this preview, okay, so we are attending this event and see next solar tech. Okay, this is the different event. This is another event. When I will go to dashboard about this time, right? So when you will click on it, you will scroll down here. You can see at the bottom, connect with the fellows. So on the left hand side, you can see the chat box. Okay, here you can send all the messages, and also I am sending the message. Okay, some of the these messages you can see, all these are sending by me, and some of the queries are from the participant side. Okay, now the other question is how you can access the recording. See on the right hand side here, when you will click on it, session wise recording as well as feedback form are there. If someone is not getting the feedback form, or you are late to submit, or there is any due to any reason you are not able to attend the session, don't worry, the recordings of each session are available at this place along with the session wise and feedback form. Okay, and also you are not required to send the link to join the meeting. So when you will come to up, you can see here the joining link of each day. Okay, so this is the this session which is going on. When you will click on at this place, you can join the link directly from your account. Okay, so you are not required to send again and again the links or WhatsApp and everything. So all the things are in this platform. Okay, so what you need, if you want to chat, if you want to ask, you have any query, and the certificate of participation will be available at this platform. Okay, so when the workshop will complete, just you are required to submit the information, and you can download your certificate, and also with verification. If in your future you want to require to verify the certificate, you can do. Okay, so this is the some basic information about the platform as well, which is essential because some of the participants are facing some problem. Okay, and also I have to send email again and again about each session. So we can save a lot of time, and easily you can join the link meeting through this platform. Okay, so now in this session, we are going to talk about Anaconda. Okay, so Anaconda, how you can assess and what why you need the Anaconda. Just you will write here Anaconda, or you can search in the Google. Okay, so this is the official website of Anaconda, and I hope that everyone can see this website. So Anaconda is the most popular open source distribution of the Python and R. designed specifically for data science, machine learning, scientific computing, and artificial intelligence applications. It simplifies packages management and deployment by providing a pre-configured environment with hundreds of useful libraries and toolboxes. Okay, Anaconda was developed by Anaconda and is widely used by the student, by the researcher, data scientist, and industry professionals. So everyone who is working in the area of data science or data analytic, AI, or developing some intelligent tools just like prediction model, recommendation model, analytic model, etc. So all these peoples are required to, Python. And Anaconda is a very wonderful tool interface by using everyone can easily learn R and Python from the single place. Okay, so what are the key features about this Anaconda? Pre-installed library is yesterday I told you that all the essential libraries just like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, PyTorch for deep learning. Okay, so all these are pre-installed along with Anaconda when you will install in your system. Okay, some of the environment management are also there and integrated development tool. Just like I am talking again and again, Jupyter Notebook is also there, Jupyter Lab is there, Spider, VS Code integration, all these development tools are there inside Anaconda. Okay, and there are various applications for data science and analytic. Uh, we can use for the same machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. We can use Jupyter Notebook for scientific computing, big data processing, okay, academic research and education, web and application development. So these are some, you can say, the basic introduction about this Anaconda. So now the thing is how you can download and install. So when you will come to this anaconda.com website, okay, and download, okay. So you can skip registration, click on it. Okay, so you can use this Anaconda on Windows, Mac, Linux, all these platforms. Okay, so most of the people we are using Windows-based operating system. Okay, so you can see this is the Anaconda distribution. Just you are required to download this one, Windows 64-bit graphic installer, and when this will download, you can easily install just like other softwares you can install in your system. So when this Anaconda will install in your system, then how you can use it. So here you can see this is the icon. This is the icon of Anaconda Navigator. Just you are required to click on it, and the interface which will open. Actually, I have installed this Anaconda Navigator in my system as well as I have opened already. Okay, so when you will open the Anaconda Navigator, this is the interface in the beginning which you can see. So there are several applications you can find in this Anaconda, just like PyCharm is there, Anaconda Navigator is there, Anaconda Toolbox, and various applications you can see here. Okay, just like Jupyter Notebook here is Jupyter Notebook, which we are going to use right now, and Jupyter Lab is there. Okay, so various applications you can find here. Now the thing is again when you will click here, so there are some applications which are installed. Okay, when you will click on it, so only the installed application will be sorted here. Okay, and when you will click on it, not installed. Okay, so these applications before using we have to install, and then after we are able to use, just like you can see here RStudio. RStudio is not installed here. If you are required to use, we have to install, then after we can use it. Okay, and at this place you can see all the applications. Okay, and these are installed applications. Now we are going to start. Our main purpose is to use Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so just you are required to click on launch. So as soon as you will click on it, this Jupyter notebook will launch at this place. So the content which I present yesterday using the collab, all the things we can do in the same manner by using Jupyter notebook. Same syntax are there, layout of the Jupyter notebook will be same because the notebook which we use in collaboratory is also based on Jupyter notebook. So there is no difference whether you are using Jupyter notebook or you are using collaboratory. But in the use, there is a little bit difference. Okay, the interface when you will open collaboratory will be there. But this Jupyter notebook you can see here is local host. Okay, so other things you can use offline also. Got it? So now when you will open this Jupyter notebook, this will appear like in this way. So this is the interface when you will open Jupyter notebook and you can find various directories are there. All these directories are from my system. These are different folders. Okay, some are on the desktop, some are on the download, some are in the document, some are other in other directories C or D. So these are all the folders which we have created, and all these are available here. If you want to see the, you can see here, this is the download directory. Okay, when I will uh, click on it and enter, so all the download directories or the files folders will be available. Yes, you can see all these folders are in my download directory. Okay, all these are there. Got it? So now how you can use it? The most important thing is how you can use this. So once it is very crucial in for the beginners who never use this Anaconda and they want to use. In the case of collaborative, just you are required to use only your Gmail account and you need to find out the collab and just you are required to click on the notebook and directory you are on the file. Okay, but here we have some different things and which you are required to understand before starting to use. See, on the right side, on the right hand side, I have here is new. So when you will click on the new, a new pop-up will open. If you want to create the folder, you are required to click on it. Okay, so click on new folder. What happened? Something is running. Kernel is running. Okay. Yes, here you can see the untitled. So you can rename it. These are the this untitled folder you can see. This is the new folder and you can rename it. Okay. So these are created here. If you want to rename, we can do. And if you want to open, then what you will do? Enter. So when you after selecting the folder, when you will enter, this will open. Okay, so now you can see this folder, which you can observe here is empty. There is no file. If you want to take new file, you can select and from this place, you can open new file. So this is the Jupyter Notebook new file, which you can see. Okay, so this is the same way as we use in Collab. So what you will do, you can see from this place view and you can scroll down. If there is header, show header. You can click on it. Now we have the header. Now you can edit the name of the file. First file. I give the name first file. Okay. Just give the name first file. And don't use a space. You can use underscore. Rename it. So you can see the file name is there. Okay, and here you can see this is the shell. This is the same as we use in the collaboratory. Okay, so here you can see this is the code, and here in the place of text we have markdown. In collaboratory you have the text, but here we have markdown. So if you want to write some text, so you will use in the same way. Just like I want to write here workshop programming 5. Okay, and if you want to make it so you want to increase the font size, use here hash sign, control and enter. Okay, so you can see this is the same thing as we do in the collaboratory, and in the same manner you can edit, you can create. So other things will go in the same way. If you want to take the new shell, and here you can write your code. Okay, name is equal to, use the code sign, use the code sign. Okay, and here you can put hello Python. Okay, and when you will print here, print hello, print name. Okay, and you can execute. So you can see. So this is the same way as we do use there. Okay, now I don't want to repeat all those things which we which we discussed in the last session. We will discuss some new things. So now the other part is how you can upload the file. How you can upload the file at this place. You can rename, you can download, you can create the duplicate, you can delete the file, just you are required to start. Now see, from this place, click on it, you can upload the files. So you can see here, I have created one folder in my download, and when you will click on it, there are several files are there. There are many files. I want to upload all these files which are exist at place, and just click on open. Okay, now all these files are uploaded in my current folder, which is untitled. Now we will place with some interesting files. Okay, and all these files which I have uploaded at place will be available for your use, and all these files are very important, since all the fundamentals which are required to understand to write your codes in Python. Okay, so when you will go through all these files, because we are required some control statement, you are required to use some logical statement, you are required how you can create the data frame, how you can use NumPy, how you can use pandas. Yesterday's session we use all this, but we have some various examples, and sometimes when you have the data set. Okay, and in dataset, there are so many variables, and we are required to clean the dataset. We are required to assess one particular variable. If in your dataset there are more than 100 parameters, but for your study, you need only 10 parameters, 5 parameters, 12 parameters. So the other parameters are not essential for our study, for our present study. So how you can manage all these parameters for your work? Sometimes we are required to filter that data set. How you can do? So these files I tried to demonstrate one by one, but due to the lack of time, I know all the files are not possible for me. But when I will demonstrate and some of the way how you can use all these by uploading, and all these files also work in your collaboratory. Okay, so whether you are using the Anaconda or you can use all these files also in Google Colab, which we demonstrated yesterday. So in the both platform, this file will work for you. So now I am going to discuss one by one all these files. So first we have is the data frame. So you can see just I select the file and enter. So this will open in address space, and the thing is that all the introduction, what is the purpose of this pandas, its introduction, its use, when it was developed, and how you can use, how you can create the data frame, how you can sort, filtering, grouping data, pandas, everything. So before using, you can see this is the introduction part. You must go through all this. Okay, so how you can, when was it was developed, why it is essential. Okay, we can create the data frame by using pandas. Panda is a very smart animal. So you will find that the most of the libraries and the softwares which we are used in the computer science are based on the names of the animals. Okay, so panda is also one of the animal, and anaconda is also one type of the animal, you know. Okay, so panda, anaconda is very big, and everything he can eat. Okay, so in the same way, all type of the libraries, packages, different tools are available in the anaconda. As you can see, multiple softwares are there. Okay, so this is one of them which we are using. Sometimes if the library, just like pandas, numpy, or the other library is not exist in your system. Okay, so how you can install the libraries? You can see here, this is the statement code which I put here. Pip install pandas. Okay, so this is the name of the library. This is the name of the library which we are going to install. But here, this library is along with Anaconda. If you want to increase the font size, as you can see, I have increased. So what you will do, you just press Control, Shift, and plus. What you will do, Control plus Shift and plus. So this will increase the font size. If you want to decrease the font size, Control and minus. So in this way, you can decrease the font size. Control Shift plus increase the font size. Okay, and yes, view, you can show the header. So now you can see this is the first command. So this is the name of the library. This is the name of the library, which if not exist in your system, you can install it. Control, what you will do, just you are required to run the code by press this icon or shift and enter, shift and enter. So this will execute. Okay, this will execute, and if this library is not available in our system, this will install. And if yes, you can see the message, requirement already satisfied. It means we are not required to install this library. Okay, as I told in the very beginning that the basic libraries are along with in Anaconda, we are not required to install, but not all. Okay, so sometimes if you are working and there is some message, uh, the library is not available or the package is not available, it means we are required to install, and then after we can use. So here, NumPys, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, we are not required to install here. But if you need to install the other library which is not available in Anaconda, you can install, just you are required to put the name at this place. Okay, so this is the way how you can manage the library, any library. And if you want to uninstall, then you can use here uninstall. And when you will execute, shift and enter. it is still working. You can see the sign not change yet here. Okay, so it is still working. So by using uninstall, you can do. Okay, so I want to stop this one. If you want to stop the kernel, you can do from this place, interrupt the kernel. And on the right hand side, you can see it is working. From this place, you can see the current status is still busy. Elapsed time 77 seconds is over. Executed, but it will take time. Okay. I tried to interrupt it, but not stop. So by using this sign, so the kernel will restart. So all the files, all the statement which we put here will restart automatically. Okay, but now we have to wait some few seconds. From this place, you can see the entire information. Kernel status is busy, executed. It is working on the 0 shell. There are 30 shells are there, and time elapsed. You can see also it is going up. There is one message: you may need to restart the kernel to use updated package. So if you need to uninstall, you can do. Yes, restart the kernel. So in this way, you can install and uninstall. But in the case of uninstall, it is taking more time. So I have to stop. Yes. So now you can see all the shell has been executed. And this circle you can see in 16 seconds. All the executed shell we have 58. Okay, current status is idle. Okay. So now here you can see import pandas SPD and import numpy SPD. So these libraries we are not required to install. We have already along with Anaconda. Just you are required to import pandas SPD and numpy SPD. Okay, so here we create one array. You can see this is the array. Okay, and this array has this element from 0 to 19. By using np.arrange 0 to 20, we create one array by using this statement. And here we have the output values. By using reshape function from numpy, okay, we can create a matrix. You can see the application here. Okay, np.arrange 0 to 20. We want to create a matrix 5 rows, 4 column. Okay, there are 20 elements. So either we can have 5 by 4, 4 by 5, 10 by 2, 2 by 10, okay, 20 by 1 or 1 by 20. So these are the order pairs which we can take according to the size of the array. So here we are taking 5 by 4. So when you will execute this one, and you can see there are 5 rows are there and 4 columns are there. If you are taking here 4 and here is 5. Okay, so this will convert 4 rows and 5 columns. You can see we can use as reshape. Okay, these are the elements which are generated by using arrange. Okay, if you have the array and there are your own element, okay, in the place of this, so we can use the reshape function accordingly. This is the most important part. Okay, also we discussed yesterday in the collaboratory, and here is also how we can create the data frame. Okay, so we are using here pd dot data frame. This is the name to create the data frame. Okay, and data we are taking from, see, this is statement. Okay, so this data we are using to create the data frame. Okay, we store the data, this one which we created as base. Okay, this is inside data. Then here we don't have any names of the rows and the column. We want to assign their name. Okay, so this is the index. These are the index name for row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, as you can see. So this is the index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one. So all these are index which are used for rows. And also we can assign the column name. We are using the column names: column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. Remember that column names or row names, when we are talking about the names, these are the string, and the string will be always in the double quote sign or single quote sign. So when you will execute this shell, you can see, yes. So here, this is the data frame which has been generated, and the element which you can see are the same, which is inside the array 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 up to 19. And these are the row names: row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, and these are the column names. You can manipulate, you can reuse it, you can rename, okay, according to your choice. So if you are not using index, if you are not using index, okay, I commented this statement. Okay, so when you will re-execute, and you can see the index is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the by default index. This is the by default index, but you can customize by using index statement. Okay, so you can give at this place any name. So, but here I put here row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. You can give any name to the rows, depend upon your choice. So this is the data frame. Also the same statement you can convert in single line. So here you can see the above statement. You can see here just only one thing. If you will do here enter, then enter. This is the same as we have in the above, but you can write the same statement in the single line, just like as you can see here. Okay, there is no difference whether you are using the single line or, yes. This also will print the same thing. This will generate the same data set. So for the print, we have to use print function. This is the print function, and we can have same data set. Okay, this is the head. By using the head function, you can extract by default first 5 rows. Okay, and also the same thing we use in yesterday's also lecture when we have the data set. Okay, from CSV file. So the operations which we are discussing here for the small data set, and once you are able to understand all the syntax for the data set which we can use, and how we can manipulate the entire data set, how we can extract the particular variable, etc., how you can use the filters. So all these simple operations for the simple example. So once you understand all the entire syntax which are highly useful for all type of the data set which you are using in Python. Okay, whether you are reporting by using CSV file, Excel file, text file, JSON file. So all these you can easily use, but the operations which we are discussing right now are same for any kind of the data set. Okay, just you need to understand the basic concept, how you can play with the code and the data set. So here also the tail function. Okay, if you will use the head function, this will return first 5 rows by default. If you are not using, if you are using this statement by default, this will return first 5 rows. But here in our dataset there are only 5 rows, so this will return all these. Okay, and if you are taking here 2, then this will return first 5 rows, first 2 rows. If you are using here 3, then this will return first 3 rows. Similarly, you can use tail function. Tail function is used by using the tail function. This will extract only last 5 rows by default. So if you are not assigning any value, this will return last 5 rows. But in our dataset we have 5. If you are taking 2, then by default this will return last 2 rows. Control and enter. Control and enter. Okay. And if you are taking here 0, then no element, only we have column names. Okay, no row. If you are using here 1, then last row is there. Okay, so in this way, head function and tail function we can use for the, if you want to check the data type. Okay, which type of the data we have in data frame. So you can use type function. You can use type function. Very simple. So this will return, you can see this is the data frame. pandas.core.frame, and last name you can see this is the data frame. Okay, info. Info is very important function in Python, specifically from the data frame. Okay, pandas. So what this will do, this will return all the basic information about your data set. Okay, so sometimes when
இப்போ fifth அங்கதான் படிக்கணும்னு சொல்லிருங்க முடி பார்க்கலாம் அந்த ஒரு வருஷம் போறதுக்கு
yes ma'am, any question?
No, sir. No, sir. You can continue, sir.
Okay.
I have muted her mics. Sorry,
Okay.
sir. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay.
Yeah.
By using info, you have the information about the data set which you have. Okay, just like how many in the first column you can see the index, and 5 entries are there, row 1 to row 5. Column, there are 4 column. Okay, and in the column you can see all the variable, and here you can see all the no null, means there is no empty cell, and which type of the data is there. Okay, all the values are there integer. Okay, that's why you can see int 32. And here describe, you can see this is very simple function, only describe. Okay, so when you will use this describe function for the data frame, this will return a lot of information descriptive static by using only this simple function, whether you have any kind of the large data set. Okay, so here you can see the count in each, we have 5. Mean of each variable you can see here in the second row, and STD means standard deviation, okay, of each row, and minimum value you can see 0, 1, 2, 3. 25% means first quartile of each column. 50% means second quartile of each column. 75% means third quartile of each column. And last one we have is the maximum value. So by using only this simple function, you can have this all information. Okay, so here you can see again we are using here head. I can skip it. Okay, so from the, sometimes you are required to extract some particular variable, just like you can see by using column name. You need only suppose that you have multiple columns are there, but for your study you need only 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable. and the other variables are not important for our study, then why you carry them? Okay, so only the variables which are essential for your study, and only you want to plot them, only you want to get the some numerical results, statistical result, their visualization. So all these things you are required to study the variable. How you can do? See, here we have column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. These are the variable name. And here we want to extract only two column name, column 1 and column 2. Okay, so these two column from this matrix will be extracted. This is simple example so that we can easily understand. When we have the data set size is 50,000 by 200, 400. So in that case, very crucial to study. Just you have to understand the data set, then according to what variables are important for your study, which you want to extract. Okay, so this will help you how you can use. Okay, so here we are extracting only these two variables. So when you will execute, just you can see the statement, you can modify. Okay, you can play with the code, very simple. So when you will execute, you can see we have only two variable. If you are taking here, this is the second column, and we need third column or fourth column. See, when you will execute, we have only second column and fourth column. Okay, so in this way you can extract any variable, okay, with their entire array. So if you want to check the data type, you can check here df column 1. We are choosing here only one column, but we want to check the type. Okay, this is series type data. You can see this is the series data. Okay, now we have only the one variable, and there are some values which are stored. So this is series. If you want to access, see here, by using the row index name, that is called LOC parameter. Okay, by using the row name, sometimes we are required to access. So you can use import pandas SPD, and here we will access the rows. Okay, so row is equal to df dot LOC, row 1. Remember, LOC is used here to access the row values. Okay, so and print row. When I will execute, you can see these are the values of row 1. If you are using here row 2, these are the values of row 2. Come to back here. The values in row 1 are 0, 1, 2, 3. Row 2 are 4, 5, 6, 7. See now here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Got it? So in this way, you can access all the values from the row. This is the fourth row, 12, 13, 14, 15. Quite easy. Okay, just you are required to follow the syntax and understand the function which we are using. Okay, and you are required to remember. But as soon as you will start to use all this, will automatically store in your mind. So sometimes if you are required to access two rows, row 1 and row 2, you can have the example, and here you can find row 1 and row 2 only. If you are required row 2, row 4, row 2, row 4, row 3, row 4. This is the way how you can use data set, how you can manipulate. Okay, here is the example of row 1 and row 5. You can do it. Okay, here is ILOC, indexing. Here is the indexing. So in the indexing, what you can see, the first df dot ILOC, here is 2 to 4, and here is 0 to 2. So the first, you can see this is used for rows, and this is used for column. Okay, so when I use here 2 to 4, and I will execute, I have R3, R4. Okay, and column are 1 and 2. Remember, in Python, the index is starting from 0. Okay, so here is 2 to 4 means 3 and 4, and here 0 to 2 means 1 and 2. 0 means 1 and 2. Okay, if you are taking here 0 and here we have is 3. See, R1, R2, R3, R1, R2, R3, 0, 1, 2. Index is starting from 0, 0, 1, 2. At the end, 1 less. Okay, so index is from 0 to 2, means first this is 0 and this is 1. This is 0, this is 1. 0, 1, 2. Okay, so you are required to manipulate these values and understand. So this is the subset of the entire matrix. You can assess the sum matrix subset of the data set. Okay, sum matrix. So the data set which we have stored is here. This is matrix, and if you want to take sum matrix, you can do by in this way. So this is the sum matrix of the this data set. And had we have used already. This is also the one more example here. You can use it. This is the another example. Okay, but here the difference is, see, 1 to 1, 4, 2. 2 is used there, the step size, and 1 to 3. So when you will execute, you can see R2, R4. If I make at the place 1, if I am doing here 1, see, R2, R3, R4. If you take here, if you will try 3, only 1 is there. Okay, because this cross the limit. So either 1 to 4, we have only the 3 difference, so there will be only 1 row. And if you will take 2, then we have 2 rows. If you will take difference step size 1, okay, so you can see. So in this way, you can manipulate, you can assess some matrix and do some experiment, play with this statement. When you will change these values, see and observe what we have by changing the outputs. Okay, so check the output when you will change these values, what is happening. So this is important to understand. Similarly, so all these are various examples are there. Is null. Okay, see, here is null is very important. You are required to check the whether in your set is there any empty or not. So when you will use is null means is there any empty cell or not. So it is returning all values are false. All values you can see these are false. It means there is no empty cell. Okay, if you are using df dot is null dot sum, so this will count. Okay, is equal to 0. Okay, if there is any empty cell, null cell, then this will count and return the value. And we put here is equal to 0. Okay, so when you will see there is no, the meaning is that all the column are true, it means there is no empty cell. So this is the another way to use this statement. Got it? So this statement is true because there is no sum, and the sum of the null values are equal to 0. That's why we have all these are true values. Sometimes if you are required to count the values, okay, you are required to count the values. So here we are using df count values count. Okay, so this is the column 1 and see the values in column 1. What are the values in column 1? These are the values in column 1, 0, 4, 8, 12, 15, 16. And all the values are appear one time. All these values are unique. You can see the column 1. All these values are unique. And C, when you are using this function, come here, values underscore count. Okay, so when you will execute it, so all the values in the 0, 1, 4, 1, 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, all these are count is 1, means all these are unique values. There is no repetition, no duplicate value. That's why the count of each value is 1. Got it? Since all the values are unique, no repetition, no duplicate value. So this is the pandas library, and this information is very, very important. Okay, now come to here, one more file. NumPy, and I can open NumPy. I will take 10 to 15 minutes more. This part is very important, which I have opened these files. Okay, and we'll help you in the coming sessions. Okay, here you can see. Yes. See this one. We are using some logical statement. If A is equal to 10, okay. If, see here how you can use the if condition. This is the if condition. Double equal sign. I can take one more cell here. If you are taking A is equal to just like 9. So here we are using one variable to store the value, which is 9. Okay, and here you can print A. So this will print the value. Value of A is 9. But if you are using A 4 double equal, so here we have logical statement. You can see if you are using this one, it means we are doing some comparison. 4 is the left side and right is the 9 is the value in right side, whether these are equal or not. So this is the logical statement. Okay, and if you are storing in a variable, so we store the logical statement in a variable, and when I will execute, this statement will be either true or false. See, this is false. If I am taking here 9, see, this is true. So the statement which we convey, which we write, there is only two options. Either the statement will be true or it will be false. Similarly, you can use less than. This is less than and equal to. Okay, this is less than and equal to. This is true. If you are using only less than, then it is false. Okay, similarly, you can use for greater than. Okay, 9 cannot be greater than 9. That's why it is false. You can use here equal. Now this is true. Okay, now this is true. So now the thing is, the use of here, we have the value of A is 10. And we are using here if condition, which is very simple. And only one condition is there. If the condition is valid or true, only then the next block will work. If the statement is not justified, if not true, then this block will not work. So here, this is the condition which we apply at this place. If A is equal to 11 and the value of A is 10, okay, and we know this condition is not true. So when you will execute, we don't have any output. If you will take the value of A is 11, okay, so you can, this is my first condition. This is my first condition. This condition is true. That's why this message print in the next cell. If you will take any value except 11, you can take here 11.5. 11.5 is not equal to 11. See, no output because the condition is not true. This statement will work only if the condition is true. Here is one more example. Okay, A is equal to 10. If A is greater than 5, pass. Okay, pass to next statement. Okay, or you can put here some other statement. Or if I am taking here 1, then no. Here is pass. Pass is nothing, but we have to put here some value. You can say A is, you can put here print A is greater than, oh, A is greater than 5. Okay, see now. No work. The condition is not true. If you are taking here 10, A is greater than 5. If you are taking 5, then no output. Condition is failed. Similarly, you can use for A is 10 if A is less than 8. Okay, so according to that, you can manipulate, you can use. Now, if there are sometimes, according to condition, we are work. Okay, so here, if the condition is not true, then what happen? What should we do? So here, in that case, we can use as function, if as. And here is the use of as. This is the value of A which we store at a place, and this is the condition which we apply. If A is equal to 11, then this will work. This will execute if the condition is true. If the condition is not true, then print this. Then this will execute. Then this will execute. Okay. So here you can write print. You can use here print A. Print A. Yes. See here. So the value of A is not equal to 11. This block did not execute. Okay. If this condition is false, then we have the other option. And the other option we have is this one. Okay. If the condition is not true, this block will not execute. This will perform the other task. So we ask here, print the value of A. Okay. If you are taking here 12, it print 12. Okay. If it is equal to 11, my condition is false. At this place I write here, my condition is false. But it is true. Okay. Yes. So in this way you can use if else when we have the one condition is if one condition is not true, then what? The other option we have, you can apply if else condition. So if you have multiple conditions, you can have 2 condition, you can have 3 condition. According to that, you can use. See here, if, as if, and else. Okay. So here the value of A is 10. if the condition is 2 at this place. Okay, so this condition, this value will print here. Okay, and if this condition is not true, if this condition is not true, if I make it like greater than, I can use it as greater than. Okay, the value of A is greater than, the value of A is greater than 12. I'm using here greater than and equal to. I'm using here greater than and equal to. Greater than and equal to. The value of A is greater than and equal to 12. Here we are using the value of A is 12, or you can use any value which is greater than 12, or for this also the condition is true. So this message will be there. If you have the value is 11, okay, but here you are using A is greater than and equal to. So here the meaning is that we can make it more small. I can take here 8. If you are taking 11, the first condition is false. This condition is false, but greater than and equal to 8. So here the message must be the value of A is greater than or equal to 8, but less than 12. Okay, see. The value of A is greater than or equal to 8, but less than 12. Okay, if you are taking here 9, then also the same message. Okay, if you are taking here 8, then it is also same message. The value of A is greater than or equal to 8, but less than 12. But if you are taking here 7, okay, so means this statement is fail at a place. The message must be the value of A is less than 8. Okay, so here whatever you have the value, whether it is just like you can use minus 100. So the same message will be there. You can use here 2. And this is a very simplest example why we need these statements. Sometimes when we are writing some workflow, we are writing the program, we want to control according to our desire. You want that this statement work according to your instructions. So these are the instructions which we put at a place, and according to that, this block will work according to the instructions which we will provide. Okay, so in this way, we can talk with computing statements. We can talk with programming. Okay, we can give the instructions. So all these according to the instructions which we put here, the block will work accordingly. The calculation or the functions, anything which you put at a place will according to the condition which you apply. Okay, so you can see all these are very quite simple instructions here, and see one or more examples. Yes, you can see here is also one more example. You must try yourself. Okay, so here are the other examples, just like greater than or equal to. You can easily try all these examples. Okay, these are very quite simple. If here is the multiple inputs are there, okay, you must go through this file and you can do now. Easy to use all this file. Various examples I try to put in this file. And one is loops. Okay, this is the last part, and only 5 minutes I will take. Okay, so the most important is the for loop, which is very essential and highly useful in data set. Okay, so see here I have some. This is my list of the items. You can see some in the very first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the integer. Then I have the string, and then I have the logical statement. Okay, and I want to print all these values by using for loop. Okay, so this is the index where I store all these values inside this variable. Okay, you can give any name, and this is the simplest example. X is the variable, X is the value from I, which you can see here. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C, BDM, true. These are the values of X. Okay, so this is a simple example. For X is the value in variable, and then print X. So when you will use this statement and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, B, D, M, true. Okay, one by one, all these values are assessed from this index, from this array. Okay, and one by one are printing at a place. So this is the use for loop. This is the index syntax of for loop, which you can use. Similarly, you can take one more example from this place. Okay, so dear participant, this is all about that session. Okay, without taking more time, if you have question, you can ask from me, and all this content I will share with you. You must try all this. Okay, and examples which I put at this are very simple. So if you have the questions which I have presented, you can ask from me. Yes, dear participant, if you have any question, my scheduling and timing not permit me more time. So if you have any question,
Dear participants, please type your questions in the chat box or feel free to unmute yourself. Any other questions?
yes, the lectures are on the recording is available on the YouTube. Can we get the recording of the lecture? Yes, you can get the recordings of each session, and all these are available in the where you have registered on the platform. Okay, when you will log in, you can find everything. And in the beginning, I have shown you recordings, feedback form, everything is there in your account. Okay. Yes, you will get the data set also, just like the PDF file or the content in any format. This will be uploaded in the platform. You will get. Okay, no question. The feedback form is available there.
Yes, sir. Sir, shall we wind up? Participants, you have any questions? You can post in chat box. So feedback link for session 4 is posted in chat box. Kindly fill it. Just take a 2 minutes to fill the feedback form. Any other questions you can ask, or you just put a question in chat box so that I'll just ask, sir.
Any question, please? Ibrahim. Yes, please. No question?
Sorry, I was having even network glitches from my end, so I couldn't even attend to complete class.
Pardon?
I was having network glitches from my end. I couldn't attend to most of the session today. Sorry, I have no question now. Thank you.
Okay.
So shall we wind up?
I think there is no question from the
Yes, sir, there is
participant.
no question.
Yeah.
Yes. So we sincerely thank all the participants for their active participation and enthusiastic involvement throughout the session. So we look forward to our continued participation in the upcoming sessions. Thank you, everyone. Have a pleasant afternoon. Participants, kindly fill the feedback link. It's already been posted in the chat box. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sir.